My last meal was satisfying. I knew what it was. At a time when most places around the world are beginning to retract their crazy restrictions, my state has clamped them on. I'm not the only one who is in the situation. I had 3 invites to have a last meal on the weekend. From 31st January 2022, anyone who is not fully vaccinated, a term that's ever-changing, can't use restaurants, can't go to the movie theater, the zoo, a liquor store, school grounds, pubs, certain play areas. If you aren't vaccinated for a virus with a 99% plus recovery rate, or if you've only had 1 shot out of the now 3, then no soup for you. I believe this will piss a lot of people off, the ones who complied with the narrative to get along. You don't comply your way out of tyranny. I understand that the state coercion made it so there were some very difficult decisions to make. I know a lot of people who were forced to get the shots to keep their jobs, and if they didn't, their children wouldn't have food to eat. Are these people anti-poke/vax? Nope, and I'm not either. But I will not be told by people in suits with conflicts of interest between their governing and pharmaceutical companies. This is an excuse to take more control over not just the lives of people, but their bodies. No one has the right to dictate what you do to your own body. Certainly not the government. If you search the phrase "never let a crisis go to waste," you will see that several people in authority quoted at tough times to push through draconian legislation and take another inch of your freedoms. Today I saw a YouTube video of a man screaming at a truck, yes, a truck, and demanding to know which freedoms were being taken by people protesting the measures. Well, the ability to have a nice meal with friends or family for one. Or to get a medical procedure they consider elective or not urgent. Some cancer treatments, IVF etc., or to visit a relative in a hospital. Or to train at your gym. Or to post something to social media that doesn't match the MSM narrative for that day. Or to pick up your children from school. Or to travel interstate. Or to travel overseas. Or to maintain employment in certain industries. Or to walk around without a face diaper on and breathe fresh air. Or to not have to show papers or a phone app detailing your medical records to a nobody doorbitch. And more. It's put retail staff and hospitality staff in an awkward position because they have to follow the dictator's mandate and cop all the animosity while he sits in his home, with his wife and kids just laughing at us. The staff at these establishments are on CCTV, they could be responsible for their company losing $20,000 in fines. Apparently, but, I wonder what would happen if they quit and told their business to fuck right off. So a friend and I decided to have a meal just before new nonsensical mandates came in, despite the state reaching its goal vaccination rate and herd immunity. Now it seems those who saw the farce for what it was or analyzed the risk the coup imposed on them and decided to wait to see what the Fauci sauce was going to do to slash for people are being punished. I don't judge anyone who has or has not had the medical procedure. You do you. I will do me, and if you STFU and back off, we'll get along. There's not a more accurate litmus test to me though than hearing people repeat MSM talking points and dare to be total assholes because the state is on their side. We hit up a great Indian restaurant that we'd always meant to try over the years. It was everything I thought it would be. I'm glad my last meal was there before I'm considered too unclean to enter the premises as dictated by our dictator premier. I got an amazing chicken korma and wine, and my friend got a fancy mixed dish. We looked around at the other diners who had to wear their mask to walk through the door but immediately take them off when they sat down. We commented on how the serving staff were sweating and rushing around with masks tied on their faces. They were lovely people, and I could see they were finding it hard because they could barely fucking breathe, lots of people ordering and lots of noise and running from table to table. When we were paying, I told the nice server guy to pull down his mask and take a breath. He looked so grateful to have an excuse to sweat near his temples and on his nose. So, what now? Hey. I flip between being sociable and love to stay home and work on all my crafts. It's not an intense feeling of unfairness to me personally, aside from feeling I'm never going to train again. There are restaurants posting to their social media accounts to let people know they won't be following the apartheid protocol, so there are still places to hit up and eat with friends. The market will speak, and I hope people aren't going to stand for this for long. TLDR. Our drunk with power or corruption premier is separating classes of people. People who are deemed unclean can't enter venues like theaters, clubs, restaurants etc. without showing a Gestapo nobody proof of a state coerced/forced medical procedure. A friend and I went out for a last meal before medical segregation. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Yes, I'm aware RATM are now rage for the McKinney now. This post was originally published January 2022. Follow on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Odyssey, and Gab. Come for the books, stay for the random.